There we go. Okay.
Just one more minute. Let me set this and then.
Are we just starting?
Yeah, one sec. All right, I'm good.
All right, here we go. We have the G2 who looked perfect at the first 3 seconds, and
Yep.
and BDS who Falcons have been going up against a lot. So this is I would argue this is a pretty good spot because both of these guys that were on the ball are now committed, so we can kind of observe everything from a standpoint of everyone else.
Yep.
I want to say this would be so much better just if Exotic was facing this way.
Yeah, the offensive potential right there with that coverage, man.
Yeah, it would honestly be really beautiful.
Especially based on the coverage of Orange right now.
Yeah, exactly. They're kind of in the same coverage almost, both kind of really passive in the play.
Yeah, if he was facing upfield right now, Drawley could just book it, and there would be an open passing opportunity right there.
Yeah. Oh, here's a point where I could use that. He could just sit right here, and he could be a duck.
Yeah.
For reference, first, me and Lyndon are gonna. Well, me and I don't know. Okay.
What's up? What's going on here?
Calm down, relax. We're here.
But I've been rethinking about comms and stuff, and defensive upfield coverage is an acronym for duck. And it's basically the same as this here, but now you're facing here.
It's the Flake's turn.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure. I mean, acronyms were something that were mentioned. So,
yeah.
All right. Let's see how this. What the flip?
Okay. Yeah, very very committal flip to an interesting part of the field.
Yeah. The only way I see this kind of working out is if Exotic takes the widest turn ever and Drawley pre-jumps his life away.
Which is so committal. Like,
yeah. This is an all or nothing as much as you can get.
Yeah.
And even then, that would leave time for Daniel to turn and Atomic to go DC, which is what we've been seeing over these games. Is we're seeing like a mistake from this team that validates this team.
Yeah, we're seeing it in almost every game. Like it's almost like they know and they're throwing. Like not actually, but it's like very very much the same principle as when you are playing with gold players as an SSL, maybe not SSL, as like a diamond or something, and you play a little bit worse when you're playing with lower rank people, and you play a bit better when you're playing with higher rank, or like when you are below your skill, there's a tendency to play silly, and it's almost like they're recognizing that there's a mistake and making the silly play off of it.
Yeah, it's almost like this is like human error, but actively done.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's based off of the other team as well. Like I think maybe they're just not quite recognizing how much of a mistake it is. Like how to capitalize on said mistake, and instead opting for like I don't know whether they think it's a more safe solution or maybe it could be just a mental thing of like, oh, they messed up, it's our time to capitalize. But by capitalizing, usually if you're playing properly, it just means keep doing what you're doing. Like you don't have to necessarily change everything. Like you don't have to go do what Exotic did. Like
exactly. Very, very crazy, very crazy. Okay, yeah, we don't even see the pre-jump. And because he didn't pre-jump, he could have even faked here. And it might have been okay, because then he could turn back.
But I don't like this.
No, me neither. Both of their coverage is very far from respecting the threat. And
Yeah, well, and it's a large threat. Like,
yeah, exactly. This is either that or we're gaining field activity and you can't do shit.
yeah,
This is, I really want to say this is really common, especially when you see players that have twos habits, because this is direct twos habit. You see this guy, I'm gonna make it a different color. You see this guy that just flipped, he's going, and he's expecting someone to get up and jump and just to hit it, but you have a third person.
mm-hmm.
Very interesting how we're seeing that these habits, especially like whatever the fuck the interaction where he should have pre-jumped based off of exotic. These habits are very, very consistent and they're very bad.
Yeah, I would agree, and I think that's a lot due to the play style as well. Because imagine right here, like back a little bit, we have exotic kind of like not quite facing everything that's going on, but he's in a good position to go up and for Jirali to kind of back him up a little bit. But I wonder if there was like a traditional like first, like if he said first calm, and that would make exotic kind of start to go behind him, play that traditional second man type of role. I wonder if it's due to the actual nature of the playstyle itself more than just the human error. Because if you believe if it's the correct play, then in your mind it won't be a mistake. So it could just be that it is directly due to conventional threes.
Yeah, because yeah, exactly. Because you have your conventional first, and then the immediate guy that could be. Yeah, this is. Yeah, we're seeing conventional fuck over a lot here. Good pickup on that. I had no fucking inkling.
Which is where I think that people who coach conventional threes may see this as a correct play, whereas we see as an incorrect play.
Yeah, I kind of like that difference. I'm gonna be honest, because
for me, if we saw the same things as mistakes, it wouldn't be the same gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry. For you as well?
It's interesting because when you're looking at somebody that's trying to look at something objectively, like a teacher or something like that, a teacher or a coach in this case might say, "Hey, what the fuck?" But they also might say, "Hey, this is good."
Yeah.
So this is more so like entrusting your environment, because I can almost guarantee you these guys have no control who their coach is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unfortunate. They're a team; they should have full say, but that's kind of the way it is with literal thousands of dollars sponsorship deals and contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would imagine this would just go low to Daniel at this point. This is already played.
Look at where we've got our third orange.
Ooh, he's a juicy passive right now. Wait,
where is he? Wait. Passive. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was like, where is he? He was just on the wall. I thought he was down on the ground by now. But yeah, that is kind of a beauty. Like literally anywhere on that side of the field.
Oh yeah, like literally,
like anywhere there.
This is very hard to do. Even if exotic breaks his neck and gets back in time, what do you do against a fake?
Exactly.
What do you do?
What do you do against anything once he has the ball? The answer? Not much.
And we're actually seeing, like, I don't think this is actually able to be enacted on, because there's such high momentum going this way, which is why I thought he was going to hit it down. But the fact that this is still a threat, you still need to respect this. There's no shot you don't. And we're actually seeing that mistake before, where both of them here just decided, hey, we're going to fuck up. We're seeing immediate repercussions that I can almost guarantee you aren't going to be acted on.
I don't understand Raleigh's position here. I don't know why this happened, because let's go back like 3 seconds and look from his POV.
Yeah. Draw.
Was something blocking from seeing Atomic there? No. Like
He just saw him jumped and kept going.
immediately turn back. Like immediately turn back.
Yeah.
Inside turn, go around exotic.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you don't know what to do, if exotic stayed here with good coverage, you just slowly keep moving while keeping your coverage forward. And then you can turn very easily. You can defend whatever's in the air by pre-jumping. This guy then has earned time to turn. It becomes very, very hard for them to make an aerial play or a ground play at this point because everything's covered.
This is very much that saying of like
positioning. Exotic has very notorious for doing this, isn't he?
Everybody.
Like
yeah, pretty much everybody. It's kind of funny when Monkey Moon does it though.
I wouldn't necessarily say that the first mistake of driving up as Drawley is necessarily the biggest mistake. But I think it very much is that kind of proverb, like, it's the second or third mistake, like the snowballing that actually costs you. And I think that's very much true here. Like, I don't necessarily hate that he was the one to drive up, but I do hate how he didn't see him go up and, like a monkey man, immediately pre-jump, which would have been crazy, but I would have preferred a little bit more just to challenge it and allow exotic to get back. Or my preferred method of just go back. Like, as soon as you see him jump.
Yeah, it's like what Levy says a lot, where it's the car almost hit you, but you're screaming at it in the road, and it's the second car that hit you.
Exactly. That's the exact thing I was just thinking of. Yeah.
It's okay. We fucked up. Whoa! I used my scroll wheel and it changed that. That's kind of cool. We kept on push. I'm gonna mark this with blue, so it's obvious mistake. But we kept on pushing up. And even when we saw the point of interaction when we should have pre-jump,
oh, never mind. I can see it. Sorry.
We didn't go back or make a decision off of this. And either one is fine because either we force him to do something with the ball here, or we just play really good coverage that could potentially turn into DC.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, I don't necessarily hate where he was, but I don't like the decision or the lack of decision that he made afterwards, because something has fundamentally changed about the position. You have someone actively challenging the ball, and whether you like it or not, there actually is shot opportunity here. Like, there is a potential for this to go on net or one pass away from being on net. So, like, there's a level of respect that I don't think was addressed quite quickly enough.
Yeah, I agree. Man, that's crazy. Just for starting an RLCS replay review, just in this amount of interaction, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's been 2 seconds. We've done it for like 15 minutes in 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, we actually have. Yeah, now we're seeing what the touch. I want to actually watch Atomic here because there's no way he didn't rush this. Yeah, so he could have just dropped it, but he hit it up.
Unless he he couldn't have heard. No, Jolly didn't jump in time, so it wasn't an auto cue.
He's not even jumped yet.
It could have been a comm from Daniel.
Probably, yeah. This I don't hate it, but I would love for Monkey Moon to start playing coverage here. Just grab a pad.
Look at exotic! Look at exotic!
Oh, he's gonna do the thing! He's gonna do.
He's a duck! He's a duck!
I hope he does it anyways. This is a very powerful position. If he can hold this, or maybe even creep a little bit closer, fucking beautiful, honestly.
I have a feeling we're about to see a What the Monkey Moon.
Me too. I feel like he's just gonna fuck off and just go straight for boost and then go up the wall.
And FOFF and F off for free.
Yeah, that happens a lot. FOFF. I might start saying that now.
Yeah, me too, actually.
But I would really love if he went coverage here because it's very hard to know based off of Daniel's positioning whether this is a 50 out to the side or this is going to go straight down. Either way, if this is a 50 out to the side and his arrival's mistimed, well, great. We just go back and we let Exotic go. Both of these players are committed. We do not need to care.
Yep.
And then if it does go down, well, great. We just start a solo play with an added guy that's ready for a pass.
Exactly.
Oh. No! What? Okay, so at 50
no way he OC turns on this, right? Or is he backwards still?
he turned aggressively. He turned upfield.
He OC'd. Yep.
he went upfield.
Oh, it's OT, offensive turn. Yeah.
Yeah, so he should have definitely turned back. That coverage was really nice, and he just holy shit.
They're leaving such an opening on the left side of the field.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Like, there's so much potential for a play on that side of the field. It's crazy.
Because now
legitimately already have someone cherry picked up.
Yeah, because Drawley's now committed. Exotic can make a free play. I don't know what committing here does. I think I've said this a lot to people. Do not commit on a committal play that you've already committed on. That's a lot of words that had committed.
A lot of committed, yeah.
But this
is sorry. You go.
In the end, this will just make the rotation take longer, and Exotic is going to earn the responsibility of a 1v3ing.
This is an opposite of what the Monkey Moon.
A moon monkey?
Instead of going back for free, he's staying up for free.
Yep.
Yeah, this is wild
With
to
like
me.
25 boost at best.
Yeah, we can actually double check that.
16.
Not even.
What are you going to do with 16 boosts on a 2v1, on a 2v2 sit?
Yeah, and
then you have...
Oh, what? Wait a minute. Okay. You know what? I prefer that to turning left. I prefer turning right to turning left, but also...
Yeah,
there's not a lot of value in turning right yet, so just go for something, whether it's a bump, something like have value out of the mistake you already made.
Yeah, exactly. I would have loved him to turn coverage, but this is what we've seen a lot, especially in pro play, where you have a turn that doesn't make sense for the decision. Because now if he goes for the bump, what is he threatening? Beast mode's already coming back. There really isn't a threat here anymore. Because Drawley's also committed. I would personally love to see Monkey Moon just take boost and sit hard coverage. I mean, really hard coverage. And keep mobility while Exotic starts to creep in and take coverage where Monkey Moon should have had coverage.
Yeah, and it's also relatively safe for Monkey Moon too. Like, there's no lot of threat of him getting bumped or demoed over there.
Yeah, exactly. This is... We're seeing the validation for mistakes over and over, and I'm kind of tired of it.
To be honest with the positions that you also put, if you have Monkey Moon go into corner boost and swing hard, and then Exotic can pass. This ball can go from Jolly to Exotic, and Exotic back to Monkey Moon into the right. Especially if you can get a bump on a Tom.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much outplay potential simply because you're earning space if you do this. All right.
Got Daniel and Narnia with the flip. So I mean, he's not even on the ground. That's
no, he's not. He's flying.
Guy right here is out of the play. So I mean, it's legitimately a very this can be a serious 3v2 situation where if they played it right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I love the touch. Good. He's going for the boost. Fuck Exotic. Holy shit. We done. Sorry. I'm just... The reason I reacted so strong is you park. That's it.
Yep.
We are creating a hole in our play if we don't. Because now our coverage is over here. And they can play on anywhere of this side of the field. Especially now, this is completely wild, but especially if Monkey Moon doesn't turn in instantly to try to cover this and goes all the way back. What do we do if it hits the wall? Like, seriously,
he's either going to be too early or too late.
Yeah, exactly. So we need our This is, I think, like the second threes misunderstanding we've seen in this game.
Which is odd due to how many 3v3 main players we have in this match.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't even know if ones can help with this because it really is team coordination oriented.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I mean, this also could have happened because of some comms that were made during game. Maybe that's some of the reason why he wanted to do what he did, but it's still not justifiable. Because I mean,
exactly. I would love to talk to the coaches and just hear their philosophy, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
he is so far into this giving same coverage very quickly.
By the way, we have a we have a guy here.
Just leave him alone. He went to go sit in the corner.
So this is validating Beast Mode's really late rotation because he did this air challenge and it resulted in this. And anyways, this is validating this because we have given up this corner. We have a free safe space now, completely uncontested for free. Free 99, if I might add.
Yeah.
Because either Monkey Moon makes the hardest read of his life and he turns up the wall, which still doesn't solve our problems. We still have this gigantic gap. Or now we turn the other way and we have the same problem, but now it's the same situation, just two different places. So I really, really hope, and I'm gonna clutch my Bible for this. He just sits here and parks.
He basically only has that option if he wants to actually have the coverage.
Exactly, yeah. And this still keeps his options open.
What does he do with 14 boost if the ball comes down this lane, though? And he's facing that direction.
It's still better, I'd argue, than being here.
Yep.
But only marginally because of this offensive turn into a defensive decision.
A non what the Monkey Moon into a what the Monkey Moon, if you will.
Exactly. I think Daniel should just insta turn. He kind of needs to at this point. Just cause absolute mayhem.
No reason not to get uncommitted as quickly as possible.
Yeah, his team needs it. The only real player on this is Beast Mode, and that's even debatable because then he hits it over here, and then what the fuck?
This is pro play.
This is Rocket League.
Welcome.
Okay, let me my stream has been lagging, which makes it.
Here, let me.
I can't see things in time. Tonight's the night when we forget about the deadlines this time.
Does this look good now?
I can't see a thing.
Oh, what happened to our audience?
They all gone.
Gone. I cannot see your screen share. 1 second. What? Okay, wait, hold up. Is it working? Okay, got it. Yep. Hello.
Okay.
I thought you were typing help and then attaching it to Daniel.
Yeah.
Help me.
Okay. Now I'm gonna kind of just look and see if we have Exotic slowing, Monkey Moon turning, and Daniel turning. So we see Daniel committing. Exotic.
And Daniel is going for side boost.
Yeah, Exotic here is also valuing momentum more than positions, which was interesting that we also saw that with Angel, Ness, and Rise. Maybe because they're also looking at this and being like, "Oh, that was a fake," but what?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It doesn't hold that much coverage. Monkey Moon's not really turning. Yeah, now we're having a collision that could very easily have been Exotic's ball here, just simply if he stayed. This is
It would have been so much more threatening.
Yeah, exactly. And now this is a 2v2 actually. I wanna just show for demonstration purposes, if you will. Like they are very much in the stance as eggs. Yeah, I think it's fine to do it from here since they're both committed, so this is even numbers still, but it shouldn't be. White. This is exactly what I said before, where Monkey Moon committed on a committal play. We're now seeing Exotic do that. And not only that, it's a 50 out either this way, or it's going to be low momentum potential and nothing will change.
Yeah, this is just giving up a commit, like a man. It's like committed is the void. They're going into the void, and they're falling in, and they're just giving up a man to the void.
Yep.
Where'd all our people go?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, we're seeing a rotation. Okay.
Oh
What
my
a Monkey
god.
Moon.
See, now Monkey Moon he just completely fucks him. I mean, you got
Yeah.
Daniel on his way back, which doesn't solve much, but now you have another person that's on his way to be helpful.
I'm gonna actually go like this. Looks like a Kibby Dome kind of camera. Anyways. Okay, so that was I want to rewatch that a little actually and see. Okay, so that was meant as a fake. Which is also crazy because that doesn't work as a fake. The situation 1 has not changed. If he turns back now, because if he continues like this, a 50 just goes straight out and all pressure is relieved. So he kind of doesn't want to say, I would say. But in the case that he does stay, he can't do anything. It's all pressure by presence at this point.
Which has a lot of value with a fake.
Yeah, it does, but we have a committed guy. We have Monkey Moon playing with his nutsack in the corner. So this is very much a David versus Goliath in a very literal way.
Yeah.
I mean, it can work. It's just Exotic now has to basically play perfect. Nice. Okay, good. I actually really like that. He turned up as soon as he saw the touch and where the threat was. So I really like that. Feels very rare for me to say that this game.
Yeah.
I would also love for Drawley to just stay here with coverage. Because any turns for any threat of the 50, he's readily available instantly.
Yeah, I agree.
I also kind of recommend that for Atomic as well, because if Drawley does play coverage, he can bump. But if this works out for them, well, great. He can also turn up. I think this is a very rare case like that.
This is the same kind of thing as coverage basics. You want to cancel out your opponent's coverage.
Exactly. Oh, why do pro players play like this? Yeah, now we're seeing that 50. He turned a little early, so now Atomic has one of his decisions already solved for him. So instead of also turning back to see the point of the 50 that it could have been, this is all solved. This is all resolved just because Drawley turned to the right. Our right, for reference. Atomic no longer needs to worry about this, and he can just go for the bump.
Yeah, exactly. It's just covered. Also, can we get a quick pan to Monkey Moon?
Yeah. Hey, guy.
There's a hey Monkey Moon.
Yeah, and we even left really early there. So we made a committal decision that we instantly gave up. This is really like we're surviving on a thread of a man. We aren't even like having a full man. Basically, it's like we have an amputee playing. It's a really bad analogy. My bad. Oh, please don't what the monkey moon. Okay, good. This is a
Okay.
one's misunderstanding. I actually love this now. A touch into the opponent's coverage. So this is a giveaway of possession. Now if Drawley becomes a duck, this,
Yeah.
this would honestly I might get hard. And I would love Exotic to also grab that boost. Maximal suppression for anything that they could potentially do DC wise, or anything trying to rotate out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. I love it. I love the recognition by Drawley to leave boost.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a solved game though. Like he just waits and then because now the touch is too far. I don't think he had the jump here though. Because best case it hits wall, and worst it just hits wall.
Yeah, fake jump maybe to force him to hit to the wall, but then there's
exactly.
a very of the double here. So that's just better saved by going for a double jump.
Yeah. And then I would have also loved to see Exotic like pre-jack being ready.
Yeah, because there's nothing he can do right here.
Yeah, exactly. He becomes a passing option. And then Monkey Moon can actually become a threat at this point because the actual speed of this threat is very hard to control if you have less men on the field. What's Beast Mode doing? I actually want to see what he was doing before because I don't see a reason why he should be so far behind. So he was in the 50. He got a touch. Okay.
Bumped. Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. Yeah, even if Exotic was over here, it's the same thing because now he can't make a play. He couldn't make a play over here.
Yeah, and I can actually almost see like I do see how Monkey Moon is kind of like full resources, lots of boost and everything, but I almost would like him to just immediately offensive turn, like go up as that passing option for Exotic because Atomic's not like okay, he could turn in, but assuming Atomic doesn't turn in right now, it's just Exotic's ball.
Yeah, I actually really like that. Because if he stays on this, then Exotic just plays 50. But if he turns off, well, great. We have a play that's really explosive too.
Yeah, just 2v2. Almost 1v2, but not quite. Yeah, turns off, but Exotic is back. So that's...
Yeah, this is actually a miscom. That's crazy. I think this is... I want to say this is our first miscom. I don't know if it is or not, though. Because there's no shot Monkey Moon should be touching this. Yeah, now... I'm going to just... So this is... this is blue team.
Blue for blue team.
This is pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Monkey Moon's out. Daniel's pretty much out. And there's coverage here and here with momentum headed this way. This is a 100% safe ball.
Yeah.
To justify this common going is like trying to justify why you spent your family's will on NFTs.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's like.
I don't see a purpose with him going, especially when he didn't have to.
Yeah. I don't even see what it does from a perspective of like forcing them to go off because Atomic was already turning off.
Yeah. Like Exotic just turns here. He was trying to turn even. Which is crazy because now
this is like ones, twos, and threes misunderstanding.
Yeah. A safe ball. I love the quick rotation by Daniel. Understanding from Atomic that he has time because Beast Mode could easily pass to Daniel. Yeah, he takes control. Good awareness. I'm gonna actually rewatch this from here. What the fuck? I would love because he has boost advantage. I would love to see him just pressure like crazy. And then Drawley start playing OC, and then Monkey Moon coming in with coverage. Because even if it gets past like anyone here, like if it 50s over to Drawley here, it's a play. But even if it gets past both of them, Monkey Moon just turns. Very, very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy position. I feel like they're overcomplicating things for no reason.
We said it a lot.
Yeah, they're like it's like whenever like there's a backstory in a movie, but then the villain was in that backstory and has a backstory, but then the hero has a backstory. It just why are you going so deep for no value? Nice. I would honestly love to see him go like this. Just keeping it maybe not that far. Maybe like here. Because then Beast Mode can have free reign while Daniel can play DC if there's any threat. And then he's ready and available to turn if the ball goes in a place that Daniel can't get too easily. A lot of these positions we've seen solved by Falcons. Surprisingly quick.
Yeah. A lot of it comes down to just having value where you are. Like,
yeah,
there's so many places in this replay where very few people have value.
I almost wanna. I don't know if I can talk to any of the coaches because they're like in the world of Rocket League elite people, but I would love to see if he kind of views things the same way, the Falcons coach, because it seems very straightforward. We're doing this because of you, kind of thing. And it's like, here, pick your poison. We've got it no matter what. So I really like Falcons, and I think I wanna pick a Falcons game versus probably not PDS.
Yeah.
But I do want to pick a Falcons game next time because I really am wanting to see the difference between people who have composure and know the position versus people overcomplicating it and making it something it's not.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess we did try with the BDS game versus Falcons, but we saw a lot of human error there. So
yeah, I agree. Okay, so I see what's happening, but I really like having someone go from one side to the other side instead of just staying on one side. It seems very predictable. So if Monkey Moon was closer originally, I would have loved to see him be closer to where Exotic is and Exotic be over on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because even then, Exotic could get boost and he could be more active. I actually really like that. Yeah, because now they're all active. Even like Exotic does have boost, but he's definitely not as mobile as Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon can save just about anything from any position.
Yeah, and it's not like there isn't a lot of momentum potential right now. Like it's not a fast momentum ball. So I actually don't mind it, but hypothetically, if this was left for Atomic, and was banged back over, this is close to being them both of them being overcommitted. Just because I don't know, it's not quite like there's still a little bit of buffer room here, but I think in the next couple of seconds we may see that. Just because if Atomic does hit it, there's a very good chance it goes over Exotic, and then we're just looking at like a direct man advantage.
Exactly. It would be really hard, especially because if Atomic does go for this, let's just say it rolls up wall. If Exotic even thinks about hitting this, it's Daniel's ball every day of the week. There is no good decision if Atomic goes here. So yeah. I really like this because of that. It builds that distance that's required for this low momentum potential ball, and I actually really like that.
Okay. So
now we're full side the field.
Yeah.
So
which I objectively like less. Like even though I would have preferred Monkey Moon to be there originally, since Exotic is there, I don't like it.
Yeah, I think he should have done a wide turn to at least attempt to cover where he should have. But this is still very
because if we draw a full headlights map of where Monkey Moon is facing right now, like all the way out to the field, assuming he can get to anywhere within a second, like all the way up to near where Exotic is, and then all the way up to near where Daniel is. Like that's a pretty narrow sliver of the field that his coverage is on.
Yeah, and it's also covered by other headlights.
Yeah, both of them. It is directly covering both.
I really just want to say this is not good for blue. Because if Drawley goes, great, you 50 into Atomic. If Atomic goes, great, you don't have a good option here. There's no solution, and having Monkey Moon at least be here ready to turn back gives some form of respect in the play, which this kind of doesn't.
Yeah, it's like this is it looks like an attempt to set up that needle that we see Falcon set up, but the needle doesn't happen on the opponent's side of the field. It happens on your own, and it branches out into something. It's like a position in chess where you've just done the sequence of moves wrong. Like you're supposed to move the knight first, but you move the rook first, and then now your knight's hanging. So, well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's almost very parallel with this. Holy. Holy shit. You taking any notes first?
Yep.
Joking.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, now we see that position. Daniel goes DC. And Beast Mode's not committed here because, well, he is. He's flipping.
The further Monkey Moon goes up here, the less I like it.
Yeah, this is the same thing as playing into the play, because normally this would be fine if there was a touch into him.
Yeah, and then we would have to see Exotic like haul ass back a bit.
Yeah. Either way, this is complete disrespect. And Daniel's kind of holding down the fort, and I really like that. Good job, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monkey Moon can't even go. He's recognizing that? Why does
Whoa. What the what?
So he sees... Oh, he doesn't even see Monkey Moon. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Look at Drawley. You're just staring at him right in the face as his camera pans back to first. I missed.
That's crazy, though. Like, even if you believe you're being beat here, why not go? Everything's protected, in worst case scenario, Daniel will have this. Like, it either 50's out to the side, it goes down, Daniel just goes down with it. Or 50's out, let's say, the other way. Great, now it's a race for both teams, and Daniel is winning.
Yeah, because playing into his coverage, and actually, I think we do see him just go straight down though. So there must have been a calm here.
Oh, what the eye? Sorry. Yeah, so this was probably... I want to say Atomic calmed fake, because then Daniel could have an instant play. There's no fucking shot that Atomic shouldn't have gone up.
I want to see what Beast Mode does here now.
Yeah, I kind of want to... That's boost. You know, he does the same thing as a fake would do anyways. Yeah, so this is also validating Monkey Moon now. We've earned him time. What? This is like two pit bulls arguing which toddler they're gonna rip apart first. Like, just be a dog. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because now we have two people now. Now Atomic's magically committed for blue, which is crazy. Yeah, he even goes that way. I wonder why Beast Mode kept committing on this. Oh no, he was rotating out. Never mind. Nice. Now this is more fine. Like, I'm sorry for going forward and back so much.
No, you're good. We even see a flip from Jolly too.
Yeah, I really wanted to say he could have just turned upfield here. Because
that is what Falcons does really well. That's where they can set their knockout punch. Because right here, it's just going into corner. If we can have someone like Jolly get into the corner and pressure with Monkey Moon's coverage, that allows an exotic to be mobile in their back line, with Jolly keeping a pass open to Monkey Moon.
Yeah. So, if we draw this, like, even if this goes back, like, he's ready here. This is very hard to stop at this point. Like, you are just bombarded. And this is actually very, very safe, because we have zero coverage correctly. So all of our paths here are actually kind of protected, because we can move there without interrupting coverage, which is crazy. It's like everyone's playing a game of pillow fight with blindfolds, except they're deciding it's with swords. Yeah, I don't know what this race would do, because now Monkey Moon's just beating, and it ended up in the corner anyways. Yeah, now we have two committed players. One guy he's duck. So he can't really do anything. I really hate both of I kind of hate everything here.
Actually, I don't necessarily hate Atomic.
No, Atomic is really good. I actually would argue Exotic makes sense for that. But everybody else, like, the plan is either we play into them or we break our necks turning around, or playing coverage in some capacity. Either way, Atomic just slow plays this, and we all lose possession. Atomic just plays ones against Raleigh.
Yeah. I almost want to see a replay of these players not playing in RLCS. Just like their team playing against other people. Because I wonder if this strategy rings true when they're playing against people who are like not the best in the world.
Yeah, that might even instill like the false confidence of it will work.
Yeah. Because this game, right now, if it wasn't for the unfortunate thing that we've seen with foreshadowing, this was a toss-up. Like, I didn't think any one team had a favorable position going into this game.
No, it's like who has the least disadvantage here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that's crazy. No one got an advantage. They all earned it through mistakes and not capitalizing on them well. Just crazy. These are pro players, but it's the way it is. Unless Drawley's calming his life away here, I don't see why Atomic just doesn't go. Not Atomic, Exotic. Because then Drawley could start playing here. And Monkey Moon could play like a really nice coverage, like right here.
Yeah, I think one thing we need to see a lot more of is actually another topic in chess. Sometimes you just need to switch stuff around. Like sometimes it's suboptimal to be having things the way that you have them now. Like I would love to see in a lot of positions people just kind of like switch their coverage around just to maintain tempo.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see that, honestly. Because it would fix a lot of the mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm really
And that also...
Oh, yeah, you.
Oh, I was going to say that by rotating to just like you're just changing the tempo. You're keeping your coverage the same by just switching the men. But that very much allows. It's kind of like it's a very much Flake's playstyle. Like, what are you going to do? It gives like it changes the tempo. You're giving them an opportunity to do something while recentering yourself, and it allows them to make a play into you. It allows them to commit and you to play off of it rather than going in and making a mistake on offense. I feel like people are much more willing to go in and make a mistake than stay back and wait for an overcommit or a toss or a throwaway of possession or something like that. It's like we see it so often where people will go in for free or like leave for free when they can just sit like sharks in the water.
Yeah. It's like milking every part that you can instead of being like, okay, guys, we need a new game plan, and actually, we need it now.
and it all comes down to just understanding of the positions. Like, a lot of these positions, people don't have to be changing things. Like, blue, there's a few things I would change, but not drastically.
No, it's
like switching around of coverage, changing a little bit, but it feels like people are so eager to make these humongous decisions and moves, and it's like a lot of the game is small. Like, you don't need to be making these crazy big decisions unless something crazy big happens from the other team.
Exactly. And we're seeing that a lot where it's like, I'm exerting this much effort because I expect you to exert this much effort. Instead of being like,
yeah,
what have you done for me to determine what to do?
Exactly.
So it's like Flakes was right for so many years.
Yeah. Then I wonder if this is a good spot to stop so that we still have a bit of stuff to review in the next one. So we don't have a cut short final game. And we're also we're about 5 minutes out. So
yeah, I will put down the time.
Yes, ma'am. That was I really enjoyed that one. That was a very fun analysis that flew by.
Yeah, I feel like this was very more like a lot more instructive because of how many dynamic positions you could have.
Yeah. It's pretty much Fortnite.